Spouse suicidal over work. She's safe, and professionals are involved. On Thursday, a long-running toxic situation at my wife's office blew up with enormous professional and personal consequences for her. She was already cracking under the weight of bad company policy, and this sent her over the edge. She was in no position to call into work on Friday, and again today. So I did. And my anxiety was through the roof. What would her boss think? Was he going to demand to talk to my wife? What's the sick policy? What's the leave policy? Is me calling in for her going to ruin her career? If she's able to go back, how to cope with the fallout? My wife is suicidal and I am focused on what her boss thinks. Work priorities are completely fucked up. What a completely ghoulish state of affairs. Go on FMLA to buy time and see if there are legal issues in play. She should quit immediately. With your support she should be better immediately. Nothing is worth having a miserable life. Yeah, you tell her to not ever go back there. Be as present for her as possible, ask her what she wants needs at a particular moment, you have medical professionals involved which is a great first step. She should leave her job. It's not worth this type of stress and anxiety. If you need financial assistance, look for a local mutual aid group in your area. They can most likely help you out. Quit immediately. Don't go back. Never speak of that place again. She should quit, claim constructive dismissal due to hostile workplace, get on temporary disability employment insurance, and focus on getting better in the short term. Give her a hug for me. Sounds like a lawsuit. Quit. No job is worth being like that. I'm so sorry. I hope your wife will be okay. Contact a lawyer, immediately ruin her career. Put her life first. Do not contact her boss. If you do not want to get a lawyer, contact EEOC, Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, federal government agency can help. Being verbally mentally abused is against the law. No job is worth feeling suicidal over. I've been there and it's awful and you can't trust work to be understanding. She should quit as soon as she is physically able to. Does she have disability coverage? I know many have said it already. But she should quit. No job is worth being suicidal over. Absolutely not. Life is so much more important than work. If you can make it work, she needs to get out and take a well-deserved break. And you should try your damnedest and make it work. This is a mental health emergency. Put it in perspective, they would lay your wife off with no remorse if this quarter was slightly less profitable than last yet still insanely profitable. Look at FLMA and she should take the time to heal. Then she should find a job that treats her like a human being and not a disposable resource. I was in a similar situation. I quit, I killed my scientific career. Never been happier in my life right now. No amount of money is worth this. I'd never go back. FMLA if possible. FMLA sounds appropriate right about now. If she is truly suicidal, she should get into a program ASAP and use any disability coverage provided by the employer. Worry about everything else later. Keep her coverage and get her help now. If it's gotten to this point, she should have quit months ago. No job should make you feel like this. She needs to recover and take some time. I know that's tougher to do than someone just saying it. I wish you luck and sending good vibes to OP and spouse. Please investigate the workers' compensation laws for your state and regarding this particular company. Stress leave is a real thing, and if she can document harassment, lack of accommodation, depression, suicidal ideation due to her work, she can receive up to 2-3 pay while she gets better. I'm so glad you're taking this seriously. Her HR needs to be contacted immediately, and workers' comp applied for. Gently, I agree with the folks mentioning to look into FMLA. It may give your family time to reset and heal from this, while also allowing for more bandwidth to explore support. Heart. I've been in her position and didn't speak out soon before things got serious. She's lucky she has you to help her. Most bosses are understanding and often don't realize how what happened affected the team. It won't harm her career, if anything it will show that she knows when she needs to step back before shit gets real. Also, if her boss doesn't understand, then fuck them and quit. We are in an employees market right now, especially for those with skills and qualifications. Get an employment attorney to go over situation with. Get actual proper guidance for this. Nothing, not even a job, is worth feeling suicidal over. There is more to life despite what crony capitalists and corporate overlords have to say about it. They have nothing substantive to say other than joust w or HR dare. Gee, thanks, never thought of that. This is extremely situational. We would need to know the situation at work and what was going on. Geez, just walk away. Work is not worth your life and mental health. Up should lawyer up. As someone who was ran into the ground by a school district for 10 years, walk out that bitch. It might help her to remember that none of it matters. You have her back while she gets better and work can fuck off for a bit. Or it might help to remind her of her power. There's no way a good HR department or C-level exec wants a culture so toxic someone would consider that way out. And if they're bad HR people and C-levels, maybe a good employment attorney could make them care. Make sure she knows the easy option is available. That you two can do what you need to get through it. If she loves her job but hates management, remind her of her power. Wishing your wife and yourself the best. I know how you both feel. If the job is making her suicidal, it isn't worth it. Aren't we all? Honestly, suicidal thoughts are not a symptom of bad work, family, life conditions. It's a symptom of mental illness. People don't want to die because their situation is bad. Changing the situation is unlikely to address the underlying issue. She needs to get that taken care of first. Not saying that getting out of this work situation wouldn't be a big relief, but it's only a matter of time till the next issue. When the answer is as simple as applying for a new job. The quick apply button on LinkedIn would have had her resume sent to 3 different opportunities in the time it took to type this post. Not shaming anyone here, but giving some perspective. Your wife sounds like a baby if I'm being honest. If you can't deal with the stress, quit. Nobody is forcing her to be there. I'm sorry about your situation. Tell her to quit. It's not worth her mental health and definitely not worth the marriage. This is also why I don't want my wife working. No one is allowed to stress her out except me. That's a bit odd that this person is this on the line. It can't be just work, no one likes work that much. I'm sure your wife loves you sharing this online, definitely a keeper this guy is. I'll make sure to follow your account so when you post about a miscarriage or parents dying I can read that too. You're also focused on Reddit points. Thank God you posted this. One time, as an 18-year-old kid, okay, technically legal adult, but you know what I mean, I had had a seizure and was feeling guilty about asking my mom to please call my boss and call in sick for me. I was actively being given a need. Might be opportunity for short-term disability, FMLA leave, or even long-term disability if it's that serious. Mental health matters, fuck anyone who thinks otherwise. Are you in a financial place to allow her to quit? This type of thing will sink her further. I suggest she takes a month off to just regain her spirit and self, and then will spend up to 6 months looking for a new job. So make sure you have 7 months worth of expenses. No job is worth all that, man. I don't care what the financial situation is, y'all's mental and physical health are way more important. I'm glad she's safe and professionals are involved. I've been in your wife's position and it took my husband stepping in to get me away from a toxic, awful situation. The anxiety is normal. It sucks. I'm sorry you both are going through this.